honorable mentions, hosted partly by me, Rachel Andelman. I am one of two hosts. You'll meet the other one. If you've never watched the show, you'll meet the other one momentarily. If you have watched the show, you know who he is, and you know he's going to show up. Like, we can't run the show without him because he's also the tech. I refuse to learn tech. That's how the show works. We always have two. We always have me and him. I hope you're having a good Wednesday night. It is 9:35 p.m. where I am, which is in front of a giant glowing orb, as well as a refrigerator with all of our important dates on it. And some recycling that has gotten so high. Usually the recycling stays under the frame, but tonight it's gotten so high it's actually penetrating the frame. So I'm just going to put this lower in the frame so it doesn't look like we have a giant pile of recycling in the kitchen. But enough about me. Enough about my luxurious lifestyle of the rich and famous. Please give it up for our co-host, the friendly, the talented, the available D. Heller. Please give it up for him.
I am. Hello. You know, that last week they picked up my recycling.
Oh, cool.
So very, very small pile over here. Not trying to brag, but doing it anyway.
You know, I've always wondered what our most exciting intro would be about, and now I have my answer. It's right now doing this.
It's this right now. It has nothing to do with the giant amount of drugs we both did before this. It is just the content.
All my drugs that I do are prescribed to me by a very nice woman who almost definitely is not watching the show.
Do you know what the name of my first prescribing psychiatrist was?
Julie.
Have I told you this? Julie?
Samuel. I'm just guessing.
You're closing in. You went from woman to male, so you got halfway there.
I got halfway there. What was their name?
Paul Laffer.
That's good. It's Paulie Laffer. Sounds like a Sopranos guy.
Yeah, Paulie Laffer. Yeah. Take two of these. Call me in the morning if you feel up to using your phone, and if you can move.
I assume that's exactly what he sounded like, and now I want him. I feel cheated for not having him as my prescriber.
Remember Dr. Katz, professional therapist?
Do I remember, or do I actively think about in the present?
Same. Yeah. His energy was very Dr. Katz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Dee, are we the only ones in the show tonight? I feel like we have one more person.
No, we are but 2/3 of a whole. We've got a returning guest tonight, straight from the Intertubes, living in Baltimore these days, doing comedy nationwide and out of Comedy Sports Philadelphia as well. Can be seen also sometimes on 69 Minutes of Sex with Me. The very, very funny Darryl Charles.
Hello. Woo! Hi. My recycling wasn't picked up last week. It's very frustrating.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be every Friday. Then, thanks to the pandemonium, they switched to every other week. And since, as far as I think 2 months ago, they went back to every Friday, except last Friday.
Did you call somebody?
No, there's no reason. We're just at the will of the gods. I'm going to do a rain dance.
You should have asked my wife. Doris would have called them. She calls ours.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They make special trips when she does.
Now, is this something else we can blame on Lori Lightfoot? Do I have it? Is that the person?
Lori Loughlin?
Lori Lightfoot? Is that?
No, who am I thinking of? The mayor
Gordon Lightfoot?
Chicago?
That's Chicago's mayor, I think.
And you're not Chicago, you are.
No, Baltimore. Brandon Scott, I believe, is the name of our mayor.
Isn't he new?
He's very new, and he's very young. He's like in his 30s or younger. Like he's.
Did you vote for Brandon? Yeah. Did you say "Let's go, Brandon"?
Did I?
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope, you didn't make that terrible joke that I'm sure a million people did. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all Let's go Brandon out here in Baltimore.
I feel like now is like the most confusing time to be a Brandon. You don't know if people are earnestly cheering you on or just or joking. or actively have contempt for you. So I don't
I
know.
have seen a number of articles about uh, neurodivergent Brandons who are very happy at all the signs,
Yeah.
and I refuse to believe them. I'm like, this is clickbait nonsense. No thanks. No thanks. But it's still a very exciting time to be a Brandon, I can imagine.
A
Now,
very emotionally charged.
Yeah.
now I want to know from you, where do you feel the ruse? Where do you feel the ruse begins? Do you feel like these Brandons are lying? Do you feel like they've been concocted, that they're not actually real people? Where do you feel the fabrication originates?
You're trying to get me at a congressional hearing having to apologize to dozens of Brandons.
I just like follow-up questions.
I get it. I get it. I think
She's
that,
just asking the questions.
I
She's just
think
asking
that,
the questions.
where's the fabrication? I think the fabrication comes from somewhere between that Brandon saying, "Hey, did you see a bunch of signs with my name?" and the article. Someone does a little bit of zhuzhing, and it turns into his entire life has improved thanks to he waves at all the cars now. Like, yeah, I think, yeah, that's where I think the falsehoods begin.
With our sleazy journalist class.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Just like our great former president, the media is the problem. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what I always say.
Every day.
That's why we're trying to get rid of it and replace it with us.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
people in media like work too hard to know other people's business. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
it's a lot of work. I listen to like a media podcast, and it is horrible work these days. It is just awful.
Yeah, I got a journalist friend who. It's fun when you're like good friends have jobs that you would never have, because then they just tell you random things and you're like, "This is amazing." You travel to someone's house to hear their story. This is wow.
Dale, can you give us an example of like some cool thing you heard?
No,
No.
I can't. I don't remember the specifics, but my friend works doing like background work for like a podcast or something like that, and got a hip clue to go and fight for people's housing in Queens, and I was just like, that is so awesome. But I don't remember the specifics, but I do know that she went to interview some people in person, and I was just like, what a life. I used to do a lot of geometry, and now I just tell jokes.
I know. I saw you had that video that you posted either today or yesterday about your feelings about working in the comedy industry.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How much you dislike it. I believe that was the word you may have used.
Yes. Yuck, I think was the word that I used. Yuck. It is the worst. But you know, what did I say? I love all my decisions. I think it's what I said before
All right.
drinking.
I've got a video to go find.
It's on my Instagram. You can see my handle right there. It's also on my Twitter. You can see the handle right there.
It's not plug time, Darryl.
One-stop shop, baby.
You know, not to argue with a D on the stream, but I think a plug can happen anywhere during the show. Like we have a designated time for plugs, but plugs can emerge organically.
You're watching a creative difference happen in real time.
I yes-handed my way into it.
You're
okay.
you're great. You're great.
Yeah, I'm out here,
this show is anarchy.
Yeah.
Speaking of anarchy, Rachel, can you show us your Google Drafts folder?
Sure, if it'll let me, I can show us. We're gonna go look at some tweets now. Again, if it'll show me, it's acting kind of weird and slow, but we'll try our best.
There we go.
So obviously, if you've never seen the show before, you're probably wondering what you're looking at. What you're looking at is the way that I collect tweets for the show. I put them in my drafts folder on my Gmail because it is convenient to me. Have I been mocked for it? Yes. Will I ever change? No.
This is genius. This is genius. It's password protected.
Mhm.
It's safe. It's not really killing the what 16 gigs they give you. This is, and you can access it from anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you. I've never heard anyone praise it before, so thank you. Thank you for liking my system.
That was
Good
genuine. That was genuine praise.
I wouldn't use it because they have another app called Keep where you can actually keep little notes. But that's not the point. The thing is that what you're doing is fantastic.
I like it. I just like it. I don't even know why. It tickles me, and I enjoy it.
So we have a lot of tweets to go through. I found 10 ones I liked a lot, as well as some more for a new segment, which I'll introduce later in the show. But for now, I just wanted to start with a banger. Somebody screenshotted these two tweets. If you go out to dinner and still feel like fucking afterwards, the restaurant has failed. To which Zach Lowry replied, "There's not a restaurant on this earth that will keep me from wanting my wife."
This man does not know how to eat.
Hey! Yeah, well, he knows one kind.
I guess.
Mm.
I guess.
Well, he wants us to believe he does.
Obviously. Well, you know what? It's not that I don't want my wife. It's that I'm physically incapable of the move. You know what I mean? The move. I can't do the move. A good meal? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even making it to the bedroom. I am falling asleep on the couch.
It's your body really should only be doing one. You want your body to do one task well at a time. And fucking and digesting are two serious activities for a body.
If you want to do both at the same time, that's a very specialized type of porn.
Mm-hmm. No.
However,
it did well in the late 90s.
It's
there
like
was one
swimming.
video.
It's like swimming. You got to wait 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or else all your extremities will cramp up and you'll drown in the pussy.
There it is. You and Maid are right on the same wavelength there.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Zach is trying to say, if I could read his mind, is I think he's saying that he would never eat so much food at a restaurant that it would interfere with his lovemaking. I think that even if he had the choice of the choicest steak, of the best hash browns, of the most beautiful chocolate mousse, he'd say, "I can't eat another bite. I need to fuck my wife later." I think that's his process.
All right, that's a pretty good analysis. I have a different analysis.
Romantic.
I think what Zach is saying is, I have sex with my wife, and he's looking for every opportunity to tell everyone.
No. He wants to have sex with his wife. We have no idea how his wife feels.
Oh, good job, Zach's wife, withholding.
Right.
Keeping Zach always wanting.
Zach's wife could very well be like, "I'm too full. This is ridiculous. Get out of my face."
Yeah,
He's
and
like, "I
it might
still
have
want
even
you."
been
She's like,
shitty
"Good.
pizza. It could have been
Want me
shitty
from
pizza.
over there. Right.
So what I've just done, because this conversation has piqued my curiosity, is I searched Zach Lowry wife to see how often he talks about his wife. Does it come up a lot? First we get "there's not a restaurant on this earth" post. Next it does look like a post from his wife, from Liz Lowry, which sounds like his wife.
A literal decade ago, exactly to the day. Exactly to the fucking day.
Oh my god. And she writes, "Love is cleaning up your 2-year-old's 2 a.m. puke so your wife doesn't have to. Zach Lowry loves me. Hashtag best hubs in the world.
Oh, look at that. Not even a 4-year-old.
First action on that decade-old tweet. That's gonna make her so confused. She never opens Twitter, and she's about to get buzzed.
What the fuck? What?
Okay, so this is also another first like. Love is getting up extra early to put out the cardboard for pickup so that his wife doesn't have to do it. Thanks, Zach Lowry. So like 10 years ago, she wrote a bunch of tweets thanking her husband for doing these things for her.
I don't want to pathologize or, I don't want to be mean.
This is the form.
But I think this is passive aggressive. I think she's Nancy Pelosi clapping everything he does around the house.
Like once a year, she's like, you earned a tweet.
Guess who decided to take the trash out? My man.
Best hubs.
He's fantastic. You know what love is? Love is washing the dishes that you ate half of. You ate on half
on the food I cooked, you fucking slub.
My husband took the dishes from me and left them in the sink. He's the best. I didn't have to bring them to the sink. Now they're waiting for me in the sink. He's the hashtag best hubs in the world.
Also, I didn't eat dinner tonight. I was out working, which he could for once.
So this is a tweet from a few months ago in June. Someone wrote, I don't go to Chick-fil-A or Hobby Lobby because I support a woman's right to have birth control. And he writes, I don't think they have the credentials to sell birth control, but the last place I'd want my wife getting her birth control is a chicken restaurant, which feels weirdly related.
This person, Zach is behind the times.
Oh,
if you really want effective birth control, you offer it at chicken restaurants. There are so many times, I'm sure, millions of people have come to the conclusion that they did not want a baby in a chicken restaurant.
Right before they fell asleep and not had sex.
That's true. Sometimes while they were ordering chicken for their child, they'd be like, you know what? I don't even.
So I really enjoy how much he loves his wife. Follow Zach Lowry and his wife, Liz Lowry, both on Twitter.
Both black and white.
They in Belgium?
There's a whole thing. Wait, what?
She says she's from Belgium. Is he in Belgium?
This is the good questions.
I'm all in your biz. That's not a place.
All in your biz? No, that's a province of Belgium. All in your biz, Belgium.
Yo biz?
All in your biz.
Yo biz, Belgium. All in your biz.
He's being funny, but it's called All in your biz. That's the name of the.
Oh, right, like the All in your biz Accords.
Exactly.
Can we go back to Liz Lowry for a moment?
Sure. We're gonna wrap this segment up quick, but we
might.
We will.
Can we please investigate the Lowry project? Enhance.
Website's expired.
Oh.
Maybe like their love. Maybe like their sex life.
R.I.P. to that baby.
All right. Maybe R.I.P. to this segment.
You're about to get blocked.
I know.
If I was Liz, I'd be like, yeah, I'm blocking this.
I love Boxing Day. I like the enthusiasm. There's nothing wrong with me. We're going to move on.
For now.
The Belgian Boxing Day.
If she didn't want me to like a tweet from 2019, it should have been further down. I'm just saying. We're going to move on.
Blame the tweets.
We're going to move on to this tweet. Just reading about the guy who would go on to invent the saxophone. Has 45,000 likes, so you know it's a good story. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Sax, his name was Sax, faced many brushes with death. As a child, he once fell from a height of 3 floors, hit his head on a stone, and was believed dead. At the age of 3, he drank a bowl full of acidic water, mistaking it for milk, and later swallowed a pin. He received serious burns from a gunpowder explosion and once fell onto a hot cast iron frying pan, burning his thigh. Several times. I shouldn't laugh. These all happened to a child. Several times.
It doesn't say that.
I'm assuming.
I love to believe that he is a grown man who fell onto a hot cast iron pan. Please.
Right. No, that one was at 42.
Whoops.
Several times he avoided accidental poisoning and asphyxiation from sleeping in a room where varnished furniture was drying.
That's called depression.
Another time, young Sachs was struck on the head by a cobblestone and fell into a river, almost dying. His mother once said that he's a child condemned to misfortune, he won't live. His neighbors called him Little Sachs the Ghost.
That is fantastic. Oh man, that's fantastic.
We know that cobblestones are usually on the ground, right?
That's what I was like. I was like, what?
You got to go upside down to hit your head on that thing.
He was coming back from the upside down.
Adolphe Sachs, Belgian.
Look at that.
We've got a theme going,
baby.
We've got a theme on the way.
I didn't mean for this to be so Belgian themed, but look at this guy. Look at all the things knowing what you know about him.
That's the face of a survivor. You see him? He's like, look at that.
He's like, that better not be
alive right now.
That better not be a cobblestone you're holding.
That's the one.
And he
carries it around like a trophy.
Guys, he died when he was almost 80 years old.
Man.
Yeah, no, these happened all throughout his life, like one every decade.
He got hit by that cobblestone at the ripe young age of 67.
I have to imagine the varnishing furniture was like many times over the course of this. Several
times.
Oh my god!
How do you avoid that? It either happens.
Were his parents like furniture varnishers, and they just had to look? We just gotta put this stuff in your room tonight. Go to bed.
It's like he just kept getting shitty Airbnbs.
Amazing.
Just terrible luck for that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like how old he was when these things happened. This is all in his early life subheading, so I assume this happened when he was a child and as a teen.
Yeah.
The thing you don't know
he went
is
through
he
the
was
crucible.
trying to make a trumpet. And a meteorite hit it and bent it.
Split the keys into 7.
And then, boom, you had the saxophone.
So I guess what we're trying to say, if you get nothing from this show, this stream, whenever you hear a saxophone or see someone playing a saxophone, know that we almost didn't get a saxophone because this guy almost fucking died hundreds of times.
He's been running from Final Destination since he was 3 years old.
Yeah, no, that's I forget, it's like Marcus Aurelius or some shit. The iron sharpens iron concept. Like he was that fucking strong. Like,
what doesn't kill him, makes him stronger.
Every single time he got stronger and smarter.
What's the guy that killed Superman?
Lex Luthor?
No, come on. Doomsday. That was his thing. Every time he died, he came back stronger. And yep, that was his whole thing. So
the 90s one. Yep.
Yep, he also invented the saxophone.
I do love this reply that's just, God hates jazz.
Yikes. But that is good proof.
I mean, contemporary jazz, but I would.
So we're going to move on now. I think we had our fill. We need to talk about this bedroom setup. The only caption is, "My little brother is ridiculous." I just thought this was really funny.
Keep the setup. That's baller right there.
Keep the setup.
That is fantastic. Especially if you're a child and you've never been drunk, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And you're weak. You're not strong enough to shake the bed very hard.
Right. There's no, and I'm sure this person has their own room, and they were just like, nah, I'm gonna put a second floor in my room. That's where I do my internet.
Ansalt points out, excellent battle station. Think about the vantage point you get from that extra height.
Boom.
You don't need that when you're sleeping.
You don't.
I went on
a Boy Scout trip, and I do remember people telling me that I fell out of the bed. I was on the top bunk, but they told me that, but I was still on the top bunk. I was like, I don't believe y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a story I shouldn't have told.
No, sorry, my mind was on my parenting meme. I got distracted.
And he's like, "Don't worry, I wasn't listening to you."
The wildest thing is that an Xbox on his bed?
Or is it a projector? That's what I've been wondering.
Oh, maybe.
It looks like a projector.
Are headphones attached to it? That feels kind of Xboxy.
Seems like a lot.
Anyway,
giving himself his own presentations. He's got a big white wall, and I know what he uses that for. That's why it's in the bed.
For porn?
I don't know why you would come to that conclusion.
For food porn.
Educational
for food
YouTube
fucking
videos.
For food and fucking porn.
Educational. Well, later.
During like a very brief window in his 20s when you can actually do the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
That week where both is allowed. Both,
what's known for many as the mountaintop.
It's a long descent from there. I do want to briefly talk about this tweet. We have a lot of tweets tonight, so that's why I'm pacing the show in such a manner. We're moving on real quick. Someone shared this on a bad architecture Facebook group, and it's making me a little nuts. And I want to know your guys' opinion of this house. Right now it has 130,000 likes, so it must be pretty weird. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Feel free to pipe up when the house occurs to you as strange. We got the garage next to the master bedroom, next to the bedroom, living rooms beneath the master bedroom. The living room is next to another bedroom. The bedroom's next to a bonus room, which is the biggest room. There's a bathroom that seems to be in the middle of all of these rooms.
That's the battle station.
Yeah. That's the craziest part. One bathroom, 4 bed, 1 bath house.
No, what's crazy about this house is that it's a fucking maze. There's only one path to get through. There's one path to get through.
There's no hallway. It's just you go from room to room. This works if you're a freshman in college.
It's almost $1 million for this mess.
It's pointed out that the only bedroom with an ensuite has no windows.
You got to give up something. You got to give up something.
The bathroom is the main thoroughfare of this house.
What's the tiny box that is associated? Is that a closet for the bedroom that has no windows?
I think that's another bedroom.
This is a bathroom.
Oh, it's another bathroom.
Ooh.
Okay.
Why does this bedroom have 2 bathrooms?
1.5 baths. Okay. That's at least
All
extra
right,
300,000.
1.5 baths with 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms and a bonus room. That adds up.
You know what? I would love to believe that the bedroom does have windows. They just face the living room.
No, it's not a window. It's a two-way mirror.
Yeah. That's how you set that up, baby. No. It's not even a two-way mirror. It's there's a painting on the wall of the living room with the eyes cut out, and you can. It's like the bar in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You pull the things back, and then you can look until someone says shave and a haircut.
Do you guys know about the Panopticon? The prison where it's a design of a prison from like medieval times, I think, originally, where there's a watch person at the center, and then all the cells kind of come out from that with the idea that you can, at any time, you're being viewed, right? Blah, blah, blah. This is the exact opposite. At no time can you see anyone else in the house.
Unless they have to pee, in which case you're kicking down doors.
Right, unless they have to pee. But there's no way to know if someone else is going into the bathroom. Like, you just have to fucking hope that you're first.
Yeah, this takes a Google Calendar to poop. That's a
the
lot.
Non-Opticon. The Non-Opticon.
The Non-Opticon.
Yeah, someone in the comments says, if you want to leave the house, if you're in the master bedroom, which is here, you have to hope nobody in the other 3 bedrooms is using the bathroom at that very moment. Go through the bonus room, the laundry room, the living room, and then go out the door.
It's like the architect was really into the board game Mousetrap. It was like, the glory of this house is in setting it up, not using it.
Wait, there's no door from the garage to the master bedroom?
No, the only doors apparently there's a living room door and the laundry. The laundry has a sliding door.
Yikes. Where's the kitchen?
The kitchen is that bowling alley at the bottom.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
And there's a dining area. Come on, that's a nice house.
And apparently it's $949,000, highly customized.
So, location.
This
location,
is no. All right, so 100% what happened is someone kidnapped 4 people, and that's he needed a house. Then he was like, "Fuck, there's no house for this."
We have to build it ourselves. Damn it!
All right, you go free. I'll call you in 8 months.
Oh man. Yeah, so congratulations to whoever scoops this up. It's a steal at any price, I think.
This is where they filmed Saw 2. Has to be.
Goodbye to that house. I will never forget.
I'll never see it again, but I'll think about it forever.
Matthew Glidden in the comments says, can't wait for Kiddo's first driving lesson to end by garage parking the car straight into that.
Oh, kiddo. But to be fair, the kiddo who grows up in that house. Oh my god. Anyway.
But yeah, we got a lot of tweets tonight. As I said before, this one says, this might be the greatest paragraph ever written. Has 134,000 likes, so you know it's good. Here we go, from HuffPost. Basically, I'm just fed up with the fact that I'm cisgendered, I'm a white male, and I lean right towards the Republican side, said Fears 28, wearing a pin of the 3rd SS Panzer Division, Totenkopf of the Waffen SS, and I get demonized if I don't except certain things.
Fed up. Had enough.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I love that comment right there in the side, which is like, yeah, hurting my feelings is the real racism. Yeah, there you go. That's an amazing stance to take, and I invite the people in my life to let me know they agree with this, so I can know to talk to you like a baby for the rest of my life.
Just every meal.
I wouldn't feed you. It's just anytime you say like, "Hey man, you see the weather?" Yes, I did see the weather. Like, for the rest of your life, because there's no reason I should speak to you like a rational adult.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. I mean, this one to some extent, this one really, really speaks for itself. But that is not to diminish it in any way. Like this is perfect. It's a meme, but it's real.
Right, and that's the thing, and like, yeah, this did make me do a little digging, right? Like, yeah, that's the thing. They're all terrible people for other reasons too.
Right.
Because then they like pulled a gun out on somebody or something. That's what happened, which is a nice terrible onion to unravel.
All right, I just want to really shout out Ansalt here because this is very good. I, for one, wish more tears for Mr. Fierce.
Beautiful. I think that really sounds good.
That's nice. Everybody wants to crystal knocked.
You know, I didn't know what
I'm the one who deserves to rule the world.
That Kristen laughed. I think that's really good. I didn't know what you were going to replace it with, and I'm glad that's what it was.
Yeah, you know, hey, my brain's weird. People have "Let's Go Darryl" bumper stickers outside my house.
So you're just feeling so good. You let it all fly.
I do like the idea that he thinks that he leans right. I can't get over that framing. Like, does he know a lot of people who are like more right wing than he is?
I lean it. Yeah, I want to know where his line is. Where's his line?
Well, and that tells you also probably a lot about his circle, his community.
Yeah. I'm one of the most liberal people I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no lefty, but I'm pretty close to center.
Listen, I think the Jews should be in camps, but I don't think that they should go in ovens.
No, I mean, come on,
no, it's not 1940.
What was it? Was it Marjorie? I can't remember which person it was that was like, oh, and it could have just been the internet trying to lie to me because I live in a bubble. But it was like, oh, the problem with Hitler was that he tried to do it to the whole world. He should have just stayed national.
Right.
It was somebody who was like voted in the office that said that, and I just was like, man, I'm gonna focus on my loved ones. And I'm gonna give up on the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's not getting better. I've been observing it, and it has not been improving. Things have not been on, like those business charts with the up arrow. It's the other one.
Yeah. What a time to be alive. And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Someone interviewed him, and that's the real crime. It's not that these people exist. Sure they do. But no one should ever ask their opinion of things.
Yeah, you should only ask the opinion of people who are near them. Like, after they go to a grocery store, you should immediately interview the cashier and be like, so how fucked up was that?
Right. Yeah. Yo, wouldn't that be, what a world if every cashier you dealt with had to be interviewed about you, and that was public knowledge. Ooh, we live in a utopia.
I'm glad I fixed the problem on the show.
one of our regulars can go write that graphic novel. It's gonna be good.
That's a utopia right there.
I always wanted to visit a utopia.
Why are people judging me for my heritage not hate swastika flag? It's just a pride flag by any other name.
Right?
Yeah. It's a like how there's a rainbow flag, and then like a lesbian flag. This is just a flag with a swastika on it, which I think is the same.
They're all flags.
The symbol has meant a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Only one thing.
Hundreds of years before that one time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're going to bring it back, though. I don't think we're going to. What's it called? When you reclaim
it? Yeah.
Not really. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, we're not taking it back.
No, but you know, the 90s seem to be coming back, so you know.
Do you remember the 90s? Soon it won't matter because you'll be living in them.
The 90s are a bunch of TV characters.
You can't touch this. And also MC Hammer.
And what boy band is that?
Which one?
The one next to MC Hammer.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Those are 10 singers and bands from the 90s we completely forgot about.
Nobody forgot about MC Hammer. Yo, MC Hammer.
VH1 wouldn't let us.
MC Hammer is like a crypto bro now. I follow him on Twitter. It's so entertaining. This man's a born entertainer.
I love it.
It's
Aqua. I remember them. Loved them.
Barbie Girl people. Those are Barbie Girl people, right?
I owned 2 Aqua albums. Okay, so that was 5. I was gonna guess that honestly, and didn't feel confident enough.
No.
Let's just go through the rest of it real fast. All Saints, I remember them.
Sure, never ever.
Nope.
Never ever. Sir Mix-a-Lot, not a band.
Come on.
Not a singer.
Who
just
would
a guy.
Forget? Nicki Minaj sampled him like yesterday. No one is forgetting Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, he changed history.
I wrote down those lyrics for my friends in school.
And no one forgot Hanson.
I think an AI wrote this article because,
yeah,
I think it just sort of pulled up artists from the 90s and just.
Have I told you guys I met Hanson?
Have you?
This is like one of my favorite anecdotes that I ever have.
Who is forgetting? Okay, all right.
Yeah, no one is. No one is. No one is. So Hanson, this is in 2004, I think. So well after their moment.
What a neck!
They were
that
booked.
Neck. My God!
It's too much. It's too much.
I see the snake in the Savage Garden. My word!
That is a Renaissance painting, not a human. So Hanson was touring. They were doing this like acoustic tour for an acoustic album or something like that, and they were booked to play in my college campus center. My college was a very, very small liberal arts school in St. Paul, Minnesota, and they ended up getting double booked with a talent show that I believe the Spanish Club was putting on.
Oh, that's
and Hanson got the boot, and the Spanish Club kept the campus center. And I was one of the directors at our college radio station, and so the backup gig for Hanson was a 2-hour live studio hangout at our college radio station, just with like 3 of us, indie snobs. And they were like the best people, and they were very, very game and cool, and they played like 5 songs over 2 hours and let us play stuff, and they picked stuff from the walls, and it was actually a great time.
Let's see.
But it is never not funny to me that they got second. They got short shrift.
Sure.
I'm sorry
gotta
that
be a vegetarian. He's only eating leaves from the tallest trees.
His poops are firm.
Yeah,
Straight bricks.
if you're only listening to this stream and not watching and not looking at the screen, we're just looking at pictures of Savage Garden's Daniel Jones now because he was on the list, the so-called list of the 10 forgotten musical acts of the 90s, and he apparently has just the neck to rule them all. The neck to rule them all.
Yeah, it is the one neck.
Yeah, that's for the Necks of Power show.
Look at that thing.
That's a powerful neck. It's a neck of power.
I mean, my goodness.
It's a canvas.
His Adam's
you
apple
can imagine,
is an orchard.
We all look at that and see ourselves.
His Adam's apple could be an orchard is definitely the line of the night. Thank you, Darryl.
Look at that neck. I mean, yikes. I don't want to
neck shame?
rag someone for an immutable characteristic, but yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, the original title was Truly Madly Neckly.
To the moon and back wasn't that far from him because his neck was so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the reason that they got rid of the term necking for making out. People were just too grossed out.
Their original band name, Periscope.
Guys,
he's lucky he was an amazing talent.
Right?
I like this picture a lot because it looks like the other guy is like self-conscious about
his neck size. Whatever, my neck's thicker. I have the girthier neck. I don't know why he brings that up.
Very high risk reduction surgery from Worst of Tips.
I love how they put a necklace on him to distract from the prehensile neck.
I like that look in his eyes where he's saying, "Yeah, I know what you're looking at, and it's cool."
Yeah,
it's okay.
No, he wears a turtleneck and it looks like a V-neck.
Right? His turtlenecks are like $100 a piece.
Customizable. His turtlenecks are that house of turtlenecks.
He's got to go to big and tall shops just for his turtlenecks.
Guys, if you had asked me who are we going to be making fun of for 10 minutes on the show tonight, I would not have said Daniel Jones from Savage Garden.
No,
you would have said Nazi.
Yeah, I would have said, "Oh, we're going to carry that Nazi new one," and we did for a little while, but comparatively, we've really gone to town on this guy
if
far
there's
more.
Something you can stick your teeth into, damn sure that neck. Yikes.
Yeah, this is real vampire hours from our crew. We're just staring at necks and going and thinking about them.
Are we on like the second tweet? I feel like we just started.
I think we're on like tweet 4 or 5. We had a really good rhythm, and we just lost it.
We just
totally
obliterated it to shit.
But we can go on to the next one. This one is a teenage girl selling fake sacrament of penance and reconciliation on Depop, about to trigger a second reformation, which I really like. So let's look at it. First screenshot is Catholic confession readings. And it says, "Hi, Smiley. I am now doing Catholic confession readings for any coquette angelic girls who want to get into Roman or Eastern Orthodox Catholicism," lipstick emoji. "For reference, I have been baptized and confirmed in a Roman Catholic church, attend Catholic private school, study the Catholic Bible. I would love to help any fellow coquette clean girl aesthetic girlies to absolve you of your sins for cheap price of $5. If interested, please message me here." Second page, shop LFA, virtual Catholic confession penance. Yeah, so they're like listing their references, and they're always like, "I attend Catholic private school," and they're like, "I can give you virtual penance."
This is a man. This is a grown man. He's rarely ever been to church. He owns a van. It doesn't have windows.
Yeah. And he's saving up for a house in California.
And he is actually a Roman Catholic, though. That's the thing that's the one thing that rings true out of all of that.
I would like to think that his van does have windows, but they look into the living room.
Girls who want to, there's so many phrasing choices I'm struck by, but who want to get into Roman or Eastern Orthodox Catholicism.
So yeah, I guess that's my question. Like, is East? I assumed in Catholicism the confessions went to a priest because they're the ones who have the ear of the Lord, not just random person. Is it a
well? This person
multi-level-
has a bunch of qualifications. Did you read those?
Is that how you become a priest in these faiths? It's like an MLM. You gotta make sure you got at least 3 people taking confessions under you.
Yeah. This is right. That's exactly right. They're paying their dues. They're recruiting. Perform all penances at holy table, gospel book in hand, with blessing cross, all whilst kneeling.
Wow.
Was baptized, took Eucharist, and confirmed in Roman Catholic Church. Triple threat.
That's true.
Yeah, that's called a cast trick, which is like a hat trick.
That was a long one, but it's worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that they promised to cleanse my guardian angels.
Okay, we need to talk about the search term spam that they threw at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Dasha Nekrasova Red Scare podcast. Catholic girl, trad, wife, aesthetic, fawn, Bambi, coquette, Russian, bimbo core, Slavic girl.
I'm gonna use that on my next post. Hold on a second. You think I'm playing? Hold on. Let me take a picture of this.
Red Scare.
Come on, focus.
You're going to get on a list for putting those words up there.
Oh, yeah. And that list is called the New York Times bestseller list, baby.
Catholicism is back, and these 3 streamers will show you how.
Pfeiffer's favorite Pinterest tags. That's what those are.
Now, Adi, I'm going to assume you're not familiar with the Red Scare podcast.
No.
I am not familiar with the Red Scare podcast.
I'm familiar with the Red Scare because I am a nerd.
So the Red Scare podcast is a podcast with women who had claimed at a certain point to be sort of leftist, and now I think kind of it's completely mask off that they're just reactionary. But they definitely do have their fans. They do have a subreddit dedicated to them. They're kind of known for doing coke, having eating disorders, and all of their beliefs sort of stem from like not really having empathy.
Tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So does this person work for them?
No. They just want to get some of their fans.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they just want their fans.
So I guess what we're trying to say is if you do need a $5 confession reading and you do need to like cleanse your guardian angel, go to Depop because these girlies are ready to serve.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And by serving, they mean you get on your knees, give all your confessions. They just take notes, and then they cleanse your guardian angels. I know my guardian angels have seen so much smut. They probably need a good cleansing.
Wait, Darryl, have you ever done a Catholic confession?
Yes, I was not confirmed. I did a confession I went to a Catholic school in elementary, and I did the whole confession, and I sat in a room with a priest, and he was like, "Do you have anything to confess?" And I was like, "I'm 7." I do remember that vividly when it was like, "What have you done wrong?" I was like, "I don't listen to my mom sometimes." Like I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have a life.
Right? Like nothing happens. Every day is the same. Most of the time I'm playing somewhere.
I don't even have a lot of clothes. I go to a Catholic school. I have a uniform.
Right.
And then some shorts.
For me, like being Jewish, it is such a trope of like film and TV that for a long time it was like built up as this cool thing that I was upset I couldn't do.
Catholicism?
Confession specifically.
Oh.
Yeah, for whatever reason it was like romanticized in my head.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Yeah, no. I did it in a room, and there was like a little screen, but it wasn't like in the little wooden booth. One thing I'll tell you about churches, they smell wonderful. All of that. No, all that wood and the whatever's in the little thing that they swing around, with the frankincense.
They have swings.
They have little. It looks like a the medieval tool.
Yeah,
with the ball
it's
and
like
the chain.
Oh yeah, yep.
And they say I've gotten hit with the water from that thing. Yep, swingy, smoky thing Catholic. Boom, there you go. There you go.
I can't believe that worked.
Google
Censor?
is all knowing. Yeah,
Stinky
that thing.
stuff, smelly stuff.
It's always smoking, and they swing it. Catholic churches, they smell great. They're also big empty buildings full of old people, but they smell really good. It could be
allergic to the
Ben
incense
Gay.
Morning Star. Man,
This looks like, I don't mean to be disrespectful. This looks like one of those charms you'd put on your crock.
On your crock?
You know, like how all the kids, like, they
I
put
see,
charms
yes,
on their crock
yes.
now?
Yes.
Yeah, or
it really does.
like there are people who have like charms for wine glasses for a dinner party.
Yeah.
Like, I could see that being on one of these crocks and, like, no one would even notice.
100%. Until they did notice, and then they'd ask if you could take their confession.
Yeah. Because they're Jewish,
know,
so they always wanted to do it.
They
Those
just wanted
pins
it.
must smell crazy.
I heard recently that a big difference between millennials and Gen Z is that millennials don't wear their Crocs with socks, but Gen Z does.
Mm. You know what's
Yeah.
funny? You know when they make those pictures where they put like a bunch of like holes in like someone's cheek and it makes you feel uneasy?
Yeah.
I'm getting that from these bejeweled Crocs. Like a regular Croc with holes in it, I feel fine.
Yeah.
Every single hole being filled makes me want to peel off my own skin and run into a corner. I don't like this.
I want to explore that.
Yeah. Darryl doesn't like it when the holes are filled. We all note that. We all
Nah,
heard that.
if it's filled, it's not a hole. That's why you got to go back and forth.
Yeah.
This goes back to our holes thing from 4 months ago.
As long as you're not eating.
I don't remember our holes thing from 4 months
Men
ago.
like to dig holes.
Right.
That's the whole concept.
Speaking of holes, I feel like we're in one, so we're going to move on. I did want to bring up this one real fast. Has 50,000 likes. I thought it was real fun. From Amtrak. Amtrak is quote tweeting Southwest Airlines, so you know it's already good. Southwest Airlines wrote, "We teamed up with Guitar Center to surprise a flight full of customers flying out of Long Beach with a ukulele and a lesson. By the time they arrived in Honolulu, they were pros." Amtrak quote tweeted, "By the way, we have a quiet car."
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
I know it sounds crazy in there.
Yeah. Here we go. Southwest Airlines says, "Are you able to strum your way over to Hawaii, though, Brenna?" Because Brenna doesn't know she's about to get wasted by a normal guy who says, "Has a train ever done nothing?"
That's a tough one. That's tough.
Normal guy, not weird normal.
Not more normal. That's tough. Yeah. It's like Jim Jordan. Everyone brings up that whole Jim thing. There's nothing they can do. Someone will bring up 9/11 if if a plane company decides to show off.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was good.
You know how violent it is when there are Hawaiians just begging people not to come there, that they would arm them with ukuleles?
Yeah.
That's cruelty.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah,
only are we dropping off these people to steal your diminishing resources, but we've now given them the ability to keep you awake.
we've encouraged them all to force their very new amateur hobby on people.
Honestly, they should have just given them guns.
I mean,
Yeah.
wait,
New
I don't
iPhones,
even know what
only
that
$45.99.
means, but I love the picture.
Oh my lord!
I
It's
love
a
what
fucking.
becomes. Yeah.
Yeah, you go. Yep.
I was saying, I really love what becomes reaction memes. This is a face app of Shrek. Uh, anyway.
Yeah. You don't even need to know the caption. It's just like, yeah, that's a good time to bring that up because I made that face. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I was at. It's a horrendously violent choice.
That is, I mean, right. Yeah, he's out of line, but he's right. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's
like, you know, I don't feel bad as a parent bringing small children on a plane, like whatever, we have to travel to. But that would be like putting a whole army of small children on a plane and sending them to Hawaii and making, now anyway. I just went down the line of shipping off people to other people to make them deal with them.
What are you, a governor?
Hey, aspiring.
Hey.
But Pythagoras writes, it's a trap. They're all going to get charged to check those ukuleles on the way home.
That's a great point.
Not on Southwest. Bags fly free.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Jesus,
they've actually stuck to that.
I know my Southwest. That's all my points. All my points there.
I think that's like the only airline that I've actually cashed points in on.
I'm on Friday night flying to Chicago for free.
Hey.
And my wife and my 2 children are. Like literally just paying their little like tax on the end.
This show has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines.
And the Chase Southwest card.
This is the most adorable thing I've seen all day.
I do feel remiss when there isn't at least one cute animal post on the show. So I really like this one. Kevin's first time outside, he was absolutely bewildered. So it's just a cat seeing the outdoors for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just losing his goddamn mind.
That is the best of the pictures. This one does seem like abject terror.
Says literally meow the whole time.
Yeah, that's me when I'm outside too. Inside. Inside myself.
That's me right now. So I had COVID for most of the last week, and today is when I had my second negative test 48 hours after the other one. So I'm finally mask free around my children, and I'm that cat.
Right. Which is terrifying your children.
Yeah. I'm terrifying them with my love and affection. Yeah, thanks, Ansel. It was a rough couple days.
Hey.
And rougher for the person who wasn't in isolation. That was my wife.
Everyone give it up for Adi's wife in the chat. Hashtag Adi's wife did a good job.
She's a hero.
Best wife. Hashtag best wife in the world.
Hashtag
best,
yeah, thanks
best
for wifing
in the world.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for wifing for those 3 days.
True love is when your wife looks after your 2 children so you don't have to give them COVID. Hashtag the best whiffs in the world.
Hashtag get a whiff of this.
Yeah, I just thought that those were fun. I also wanted to bring up this tweet real fast. 387,000 likes.
Wow.
Just says these are 4 separate movies. Here's movie 1. Here's movie 2.
Wait, that's the same exact shirt.
Yeah. Well, is it?
These are all the same exact shirt.
Look, you have to keep costs down as you make these movies.
You already saved them on the wig budget.
The Rock is getting paid a lot of money for these things. They just changed. They swapped the pockets.
Did he film them all of these in 1 week?
Unclear.
Amazing.
Wait, it's so funny how much smaller he is in the last one than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a huge man.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is the Rundown? Is the Rundown in the fourth one? Because that's probably my favorite Rock movie. I needed to mention that.
I've never seen The Rundown, but I've heard it's the best Rock movie.
Oh, it's so good. There's a Schwarzenegger cameo in it. It's just very Rosario Dawson's in it. It's a good movie.
I need to see it. I really liked him. This is way, way, way back in Get Smart.
I think that was like his first.
It was his first big one. I mean, his first was Scorpion King.
What is this? Wait, hold on. That Welcome to the Jungle is very annoying because that is not Welcome to the Jungle. That's The Rundown.
It's possible it had.
William Scott.
It's possible it had.
He's got hair in that photo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. He was Tiny Rock.
Let me give it a little bit more information.
All right, there we go.
Such a good movie.
So it's
It
known
was called
internationally.
Welcome to the.
Yep.
Known internationally as Welcome to the Jungle. Peter Berg
Yeah, I'm telling you.
did comedies?
Yeah, it's an action comedy,
Amazing.
dude. I'm telling you, this movie is fantastic.
If you like such other deep cuts as 2010's The Losers and 2020's Spencer Confidential, definitely check out The Rundown, aka Welcome to the Jungle for our international friends.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. My world just grew.
Like Savage Garden. They're Australian, and they like our show maybe now that we talked about them. Yeah.
Apparently, everyone's forgotten about him but us.
That's wild. All right, so The Rundown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, before I hand it over to a D, I did want to go over a new segment. I don't know if we'll keep doing it, but I like the idea of it. There's been a lot of hubbub on Twitter this week because Adam Levine's cheating texts got leaked.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Levine of Maroon 5 cheated on his wife of 8 years with some lady named Sumner. This was all told. I learned all of this against my will, but now people are using the texts which have leaked as punchlines in their own tweets. And I found 3 of them, and I want you guys to tell me which is the best take of the week for Adam Levine's text. We have 3 of them right here. Zach Fox says, "The doctor vowed to check my colon. I may need to see the booty. Fuck."
No. That's not fuck. That's fuck.
Thank you, Darryl, for knowing how to pronounce that. So that's option 1. Option 2 is from Derek Peth. Writes, "Biting into the first mozzarella stick. It is truly unreal how fucking hot you are. Like it blows my mind." And that's number 2.
That's the winner right now.
That's the one I've seen in the wild.
Yeah. Number 3 is from Gators Daily, showing a picture of a flat gator. Holy fuck.
That's the one after my heart.
Yeah,
it's between that and mozzarella stick, but man, that's
beating
inspired.
Mozzarella stick. Yeah.
So we think this is the winner.
Yeah.
Those are the 3? Yeah, then that's
for this week.
Yeah.
Maybe we bring Gator back as the championship belt holder into the next Adam Levine text joke rundown. Well, / welcome to the jungle.
The fact that one can super follow Gators Daily is proof that everything is working correctly, and there is no reason to complain about modern society. Look at that Gator.
Yeah, no, remember that chart I told you about before? Went the other way. We're good. Yeah.
You can get all the fuck around and find out Gator merch. Flags are back. Gators-daily.com.
Wow.
And if you like alligators and you like getting things every hour, check out Gators Daily. Your one-stop shop for that.
Your number one crocodilian influencer. Come on now. That's
and there's a
branding.
link tree. There's a link tree. You can follow them on TikTok, Instagram, Discord.
Wow.
And you can get their merch from the bio. Gatorsdaily.com if you like. This one's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool t-shirt.
That's a good shirt.
That is nice.
If you want a swamp ass.
Oh, those are good booty shorts.
And of course the flags.
Yeah, I'm okay on the flags. Just okay.
I'm all right
on
with
flags.
the flags, but the booty shorts.
Yeah.
There's someone I'd buy that for.
Yes, is it yourself?
No, it's my wife.
No.
So, kind of.
Who you want to have sex with.
Yes, especially right after I eat.
Want to. I know I can't, but I want to.
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
The Pfeiffer writes, only 2 days until Flat Fuck Friday on Gators Daily.
But Pfeiffer, you're on fire.
Awesome. Those are the tweets of the week, you guys.
Really, it was a good week.
Mm-hmm. Good week for the tweets. Good tweets for the week.
I can only imagine, the ones that didn't make it, because that was just all perfection.
Every single one of mine.
Yep.
I try to find the tweets we will actually enjoy looking at.
Totally.
Yeah. As opposed to, do you ever notice that sometimes the person you're meant to be with right now isn't the person you're meant to be with all your whole life? And then that has like 80,000 likes, and you're like, what?
Huh?
What's happening? What?
I'm not on those parts.
Yeah.
Of Twitter.
All right, y'all want to see the meme that I made finished during the beginning of this show?
But Adi, first I must cue you up.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
So before we turn off our computers, we have one more segment for you all. It is the parenting meme corner. When we started this show, Adi needed a creative outlet, and I found one for him. Being the good friend I am, I said, Adi, every week you must create a parenting meme to challenge yourself and to show that you are a father. It's a way to continually prove that you are actively parenting two children with the means that you create from those circumstances. Adi, what do you have for us this week?
I have I've got one that I really like it. I think it's a banger. I didn't put a lot of time into it, and I don't think it suffers.
Perfect.
So here we go, and meme. Mm-hmm. There it is.
You know what I like about this one, Adi?
Tell me.
I like that you have created one that's seasonal, like we're approaching spooky season. You have that in your mind. That's a key ingredient of being an expert meme maker. You're like, what time of year is it? What will people respond to? A skeleton on a bench. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Right in the zeitgeist. I was like, what's a thing that's old and sat around for a while? Okay. All right. Okay.
I just love the fact that babies understand the nutritional benefits of bone marrow.
Yeah. No, my kids have refined palates.
It's good stuff.
So yeah, yeah. They get so excited. They get so excited for something incredibly specific. They even maybe get really, really sad if you, for a moment, suggest anything else.
After the meal that has already happened.
Yeah, and then they don't eat. They don't eat that shit. It's just fucking there. It's just fucking there, rotting, waiting for me to get an extra wind to clean my house.
Best dad in the world.
Best dad.
My child subtweets me once a year.
I do like how the show started with a tweet about eating dinner, and it's ending with a tweet about not eating dinner. I feel like we came full circle. That this show had a structure as well as a theme. So thank you, Adi.
Thank you. Yeah, no, glad to, complete the plan that we never made.
What did the child demand after dinner? Belgian waffles.
I mean, I would make those. That's a great dessert. That's fine. I'll have them later when they don't finish them.
Like it's yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want one. I kind of want them now. Now that you said
I
that.
love waffles.
Light and airy. It's.
I got these mochi, these ube mochi pancake waffle mix from Trader Joe's. It is like the sweetest, airiest waffle that still crisps up so well. If you see this purple box of waffle mix, you will be pleased.
Cool.
Yeah. We hoard it. We have a box of it in this basement.
Well, I know what Trader Joe's not to go to.
I mean, if you come to Amherst, I'll let you get my boxes. I'll give you a week, and you have my guest room.
Well, it's incredibly nice. Yeah, Amherst, demand that Darryl Charles come tell you comedy.
We've got one club.
Hey, tell that club. Email them. It's better if you do, because when I email them, they never reply.
Okay.
So, I need a groundswell.
Yeah, so far, they've never not replied to me.
Have jokes, we'll travel.
All right.
We're all going to see Darryl in Amherst this winter. We're going to make it happen. Hashtag Darryl come to Amherst, not Bristol.
Best Darryl in the world. Hashtag best Darryl in the world.
Slash hashtag get a whiff of this.
Darryl will be offering merch, number one Darryl mugs at the show if you are so inclined. Guys, thank you. I think we're at the end of the show. What? Darryl, plug something real for us. What are you actually up to, and what would you actually have at your disposal for others?
You see the yep, right here, that thing. That's me on Instagram. That's me on Twitter. You should go do that. I'm gonna be at the Milwaukee Comedy Festival in like 2 weeks or something like that. And all that information is on darrylcomedy.com. You should go there and get my album, Black Gentrifier.
It's a great album.
Thank you. I too believe it's a great album. Yeah. And I have CDs on me in case you still think it's 1990. If you wanted something to replace your Savage Garden CD in your car, come find me. I got CDs of Black Gentrifier.
If you're ever like, that guy from Savage Garden's neck is too long, I want someone with a normal neck to listen to on my way to work at the Bitcoin mines. Get Darryl's comedy album.
Look at that. That's good neck movement.
A good neck move and a normal neck length.
Yeah, could only be achieved with a reasonable length neck.
The most regular of necks, Darryl Charles. That was my high school superlative.
Mine was most likely to go to the bathroom 5 times during class.
Yeah, mine was awkwardly like best dad.
That's
weird. Yeah.
oddly specific, and
Yeah.
look at how it's stuck.
Yeah. Best
Changed your life.
dad ever.
They really clocked you there. They do.
They called you a dad.
Yeah. Well, it was all the Wilco shirts.
Guys, it's been a pleasure talking with both of you. I hope you guys had fun in the chat. Thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out with us as we went over the best tweets of the week and also Indeed's best memes. Follow Darryl and listen to his album, buy his album, and demand he come to Amherst for our personal benefit.
Yes.
My name is Rachel. This has been Honorable Mentions. See you next week. Good night, good luck, and good hosting.